I'm here in Wembley Park, as you can see Wembley Stadium behind me. As I was walking, I was thinking, I wish I had me as a parent when I was a kid. You see, my parents, they held me back from the things that I was good at, what I was talented at. They stopped me from doing. Why, I don't know. And at the same time, told me how useless I was. And it seems to me the things that I was good at was because of my self-motivation. Where did I get that from? Well, one thing my parents did give me, the greatest thing they ever gave me, was their work ethic. So, how do you train your child, or even yourself, to be self-motivated? How do you ignite that spark which will give them that get up and go in them to get the most out of their lives? A problem solved has to be first understood. Ask your child, what are they thinking? Ask them what they would like to do in the future. If you get a blank answer, then it's up to you to fill that blank with ideas. All parents can improve, and some need to improve much more than others. And first step is for parents to take a good look at themselves. We could all improve at talking to our children. And if you have a blank, get some help from your parents, your kids' grandparents. They have a lifetime of knowledge and experience. Let's face it, we can all improve communicating skills. Some parents have a great need to improve, but don't realise it. Some parents realise they need to improve, but just don't have the time. Too busy trying to make ends meet, keeping a roof over their head and food on the table for their family. Some parents want to improve, but they just don't know how to go about it. And some, because of that, they leave their children to work it out for themselves, to do the best they can. That's leaving it to chance. So, because of a lack in family time, some parents feel they have no choice but to hope that their children learn to get on in life from the education of schools, television and others. We know, don't we? This ain't wise. By not being proactive in helping your child prepare for the future, you are in fact gambling with the outcome of their life. So we learn it's no good just going through the motions. Some parents just lack the experience in teaching. And we all lack the experience in parenting when our children were young because we were new at it. And that's why our children have grandparents and great uncles and aunties. Be careful not to overmanage your children's lives with a career already chosen by mum or dad, without any concern if that pleases your child or not. No one wants to be pushed into a career that they are not going to enjoy. Each child is a total individual, and many children are nothing like their parents. You need to be the kind of parent where your boy or girl can come to for advice without having to worry about being criticised or judged or ignored. Be the parent who is approachable, trusted. Have faith in your children. One person I know would say, do this or else, leading to a total lack of respect for him. He could totally forget about faith and trust. A child with ideas and suggestions on mapping their own future who is always answered with a firm no, will eventually become discouraged into giving up on a happy life and the chosen career path they had hoped for, leading to why should I bother to try, even if I have good ideas. A son or daughter who has good ideas for their own future may be too scared to voice their ideas, worry that they would be belittled in front of their siblings or friends. Due to poor parenting, this son or daughter might just give up. The result, a poor parent-child relationship. All this negativity results in a breakdown of progress in the child's life, and they will never fulfill their full potential, and they won't be motivated with too much negativity surrounding them, too many no's. And a child won't motivate themselves if they see their parents idling away their own time and coming back to the parent who gives up on supervising altogether, hoping that their child will get by on their own. Some children can use their own intuition and initiative and get by on their own. But children have a mother and or father for a reason. The parents are there to teach, be examples, show responsibility. Yes, parents need to have a responsible character. Anyone can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a daddy. And that's the same for a mummy too. The mother or father who feels bad they were not able to motivate their children more, well, the past is the past. Just concentrate now on the future, because that's where you're going to spend the rest of your life. In the end, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It has to drink for itself. In the end, the responsibility of improved performance as both a good citizen and as a family member is down to our own individual selves. Heavy-handed leadership of the family won't motivate anyone. It'll only result in the leader being unpopular and unloved. Each child is an individual and needs an individual approach. You love your children equally, but one child may need more attention than another at different times, at special times of need. This happens frequently. Teach your children correct principles and they will soon govern themselves. This idea works for motivation and growth. And this idea produces a spirit of success. And teach your children to act and work without being directed in all things. Teaching and chores handed out need to vary depending on circumstance. The child that has been taught correct principles knows inside the specific things they need to do to improve. Set goals drive a person to perform consistently. A mother or father should be the first port of call for a child seeking help or advice. A wise parent, after finding out what their son or daughter wants to do in life, will say, this is what you need to accomplish to get to where you want to be and to what you want to do. What help do you need? When a mother or father listen to their child's aspirations in life, it can only instill confidence in that child to succeed. In Wembley Park here, we're just going to have a look at this statue. This is a statue of Humphrey Repton. He's a landscape gardener, landscape designer of the 18th century. And he was in charge of landscaping Wembley Park back in the 18th century when it was just fields. But he landscaped the area and he named the area Wembley Park. And he said after he'd finished, it is a most beautiful place near Harrow. The one with the greatest skills and experience in the family will be the one who's the greatest teacher, advisor and helper. It's good for a son or daughter to give a regular accounting of their social life and schoolwork to their parents. A mother or father should see themselves as someone who's directing their child to a worthwhile life. Each one of us needs to periodically evaluate ourselves in our performance in the family while governing ourselves. The law of life is that you reap what you sow. Don't seek shortcuts. Now listen up, kids. Don't look at your parents as only providers for the things you need to live. A house to live in, food to eat, clothes to wear, money to go out with your friends. Look to your parents and grandparents as teachers, educators, wise and knowledgeable. They have your best interests at heart. They want you to be happy and do well. Stay strong and stay motivated. Until the next time, cheerio.